Okay, we're departing here from Bath Beach in St. John on a hike with two wonderful tourists who have joined us this morning for an adventure. Okay folks, this is Stephen Mendes reporting for the Hike Barbados, and here we are at the top of Cliff Cottage Hill in St. John, and our beautiful tourists decided to be brave and to go for the 6-mile option. Okay, they've just finished the most significant uphill segment of the hike. How do you feel?
Invigorated.
Okay, so you see there's all positive vibes coming out here, and they're sure they're going to get through, and I'm sure they're going to have a wonderful time also. Okay, we're here taking a walk across the scenic little roadside. As you can see, you see everything, including all rotten vehicles by the side of the road. And this is life in rural Barbados. So if you want to see how the population lives, like the areas that the tourists don't ever see, then you come on one of these hikes. Okay, what you're looking at there is the roots of the bearded fig tree, after which Barbados gets its name. These aerial roots drop from the base of the tree right away down into the ground, and when they get there, they grow and then get thicker, of course. Now we're going to see if we can show you up there where they originate. Let me this is a tree that's growing on the side of the cliff. There, as you can see, is the originator of them. As you can see, that's where the base of the tree is, into the coral rock, and the roots are just spreading out and coming down the side from there. So it looks quite incredible actually in 3D when you see it with your own eyes. I'm just hoping that it's going to look as nice in the video. Okay. Hello again. My tourists are fascinated with these shells. I'm focusing in here on one of them, and I'm going to show another one which has a living creature in it. Okay, there's a living snail inside of this one, and I've turned him upside down so that you can see more clearly. He was walking when I first intercepted him, but it wasn't possible to keep him in a walking mode, and now he's withdrawn into the cell. Oh, is he coming out there now? I see something about to move. He's taking too long though. We're up to 30 seconds. Oh, he's coming out, is he? Yep.
But it's still going to take a long time for him to come out.
Yeah, he's gradually coming out. We'll wait and see.
He's going to want to flip himself over.
He's got to flip himself over and walk at some point.
There he comes.
Right, this is actually good, because I'm getting all this in video.
What's up, dude?
If he would just come out now and flip himself over, that would be good. Do you think he can do that, or do you think I'll need to flip him over? He must be able to get going from there, surely.
Can you get closer to see his little horns on his head?
I'm zoomed in, yes, you can see the horns great. I'm wondering how he's going to flip himself over.
He's wondering that very same thing.
He's trying to decide what to do about his predicament as well, because he's upside down, and that's probably not a position that he normally likes to be in. He's got to grab on to something in order to be able to... How can we give him a helping hand? Put a leaf there or something. No, you don't. Anything that gets too close other than a leaf is going... wait, maybe he can do it. Maybe he can stretch. Do you think he's going in the right direction?
Yep.
Well, put a leaf there for him to walk onto. Right. Don't. Yeah. Oh no, that's... Just leave it. Just leave it. But leave it so he can... that's not good. Ah, that might help him better.
Or you just knock the other one.
Oh, look, he has power. He's got on the thing. Now the shell begins to move. I want to see him pull that shell now out of his predicament. I'm not exactly sure how he's going to manage to do that. But there must be a way, because I mean, surely fall. Oh, there he goes. Because falling down is a regular thing for him. He must fall off of rocks and leaves regular. Ah, now you see it. This is an amazing video. Maybe this will make National Geographic one of these days. This certainly is the high point of my day. Yes, I might leave out some of the other clips in order to get this one in. I just want to see what he's going to do now, because he's exploring his environment. Notice the antlers here in this big close-up view. Yep, this is amazing sharp focus I'm getting here now on him. He's using his antlers to feel out where he's going as he makes a move to move from where we put him. He's got two, one on either side, reaching out just to sense what he's touching there. I guess that's... Alright, well now you've seen both him and his shell from every angle it's possible to see. We'll just wait till he gets there by that green leaf. Now you've seen the shell from the front and the back. That was the same type of shell as the white shell that you saw before. But as I was saying off of the video, these shells are seashells that ultimately came out of the ocean, because this whole jungle was once a reef in the sea before the island came up to this height. So this snail obviously has found the shell and is using the shell, but clearly he wasn't the original occupant of the shell. He's just taking advantage of it. Alright, so visitors, viewers, friends, tourists, whoever you may be, users of YouTube, Facebook and Flickr, you're now an expert on snails. All tonight now you'll be telling all your children, family members, friends and everybody you can meet, I know all about snails. I just watched one actually come out of a shell and negotiate onto the surface of the rock. Now observe that this is another route going into the rock. It's zooming in here. The snail is heading in the direction of the root that's going into the rock. We said this rock is porous and the roots go in and out of it and the plants live on top of it. So now you have it all in one view.
6:30.
Okay, here's a bigger example of what we were showing you. A tree growing right out of a rock. As I said, normally you expect the tree is going to grow in soil, but these trees are quite capable of putting their roots through the rock. Now how is that possible? Well, what happens is, what starts out as a small little root gradually swells as it grows, and the energy that it exerts is tremendous. So it actually pushes the rock apart to make room for itself as it grows. So this stone that you perceive here that it's growing on, or reef rock or coral rock as you might call it, limestone rock or whatever kind of rock you want to call it, is actually soft. It's a soft and porous rock, and what you're actually seeing here is moss. This green moss growing on the rock occurs because of water reaction. The moss is growing because of the moisture that's coming out of the rock, and it's a very soft rock. I could probably puncture it with my finger or use a little something to push it apart, and that's how the root manages to grow as it winds its way through the rock into the soil. Okay, we're out here on the edge of the cliff, and I don't think I've taken a picture from this location before, So we want you to fully appreciate in a 360-degree view. You see it's quite a steep fall right away down. We're actually there on top of the cliff, as you can see. I'm just moving the camera all around, and the ocean is there. The Atlantic is fairly calm today, and down there is the rocks and so forth, and we're all surrounded by bush. Yeah, you need to hold on to your hat. The wind is blowing rather strong here, and we are completely surrounded by bush. Okay? So when you come here, you don't expect to see any other people. You don't expect to see any civilization. You expect to feel that you've actually gone back in time to the original Barbados, as the settlers must have seen. Okay, this is a close-up picture of the Flying Saucer Rock, and I'm out here on the point, and I don't think you've seen this Flying Saucer Rock in previous videos, so we want to make sure that you have the benefit of seeing it. And we're in Congar Bay, as you can see, and my beautiful tourists have survived the ordeal and experience, and they're thoroughly enjoying their hike, as you can tell by the sly grins that they get from being amused at my documentary. Now over here you can see we have some rocks here on the east, so if you like rocks, and you can come down and get one of these and carry it home as your pet. But there's going to be a little problem with that. You'll have to have your own plane to carry it on. So I guess you have to have a good imagination. Here you can see it's low tide today, and there's a lot of beach. And as you can see, there's a lot of different types of rocks down there. Well, we're about to finish the hike now. It's only about a mile more to go. And the first couple of scenes of this video were done at lower resolution, a 5 megabit bit rate, and it's a slightly smaller frame size. So if the first part doesn't look to be the full quality, at least in this part you should have the full HD quality. So try and watch it on an expensive TV. Do yourself a favor and buy a big TV. It's time that you had a new one. Okay, here we are back at the end of our hike, and they went a lot further and did a lot more than they possibly thought they could do. What would you like to say to all your friends back north?
You got to come down and hike with Steve Mendes.
Well, that's very sweet of you. All right, well, thanks for hiking with me, and do enjoy the balance of your stay.
Thank you very much.